Welcome to Bitcoins in Pajamas. Gee, do we have a very interesting and potentially controversial show in store for us. See us on the other side to see what we've got.
Bitcoins
in pajamas are coming down the stairs.
Bitcoins
In pajamas are coming down in pairs.
Bitcoins
In pajamas are chasing teddy bears. 'Cause on Tuesdays,
Welcome back to Bitcoins in Pajamas. It's great to have you guys here. Our subscriber base is lifting. Our views are getting better. So thank you very much to everyone tuning in today. Now, the controversial topic we are chatting today, B1 and B2. I'm actually going to hand this over to B2 because I'm a little bit nervous to say it, but is Bitcoin the solution for black people?
Well, it's definitely not the solution, B1. But whether it's a good investment or not, that's another question. That's another thing. So it was a bit of a play on words, to be straight up. B1 and B2 are probably the most non-racial people ever. I don't even see, color difference in people. But, we had a bit of a play on words. And what this actually comes down to is power. So black people have had a lot of their power taken away from them for very bad reasons. And a lot of us have had power taken away from us, especially the banks. The banks have a hell of a lot of power. They're very controlling. They're a third party that is necessary for us to have money. Bitcoin comes along and just pushes the banks, face palms them in the face, and says, you're not needed anymore. Now, the banks are starting to catch on. We're not sure what reaction they'll have. They've got a lot of power, a lot of money. There'll be a big uproar, I'm sure. But they're no longer needed, the third party, the banks. So it's a peer-to-peer transaction. So if I want to send money to someone, I do it straight to them. I don't go through a bank. This is revolutionary. So back to black people. Many black people, including many other people, do not have, let's talk Africa. A lot of Africans are actually unbanked people. So they're not in the system. Probably a good thing. Closer to nature, more relaxed lifestyle. But now they can actually get involved with Bitcoin. You don't need to be verified. You don't need to be certified. You don't need to prove anything. You just need a wallet on your phone, on the internet, on a computer, a physical wallet, a paper wallet. There's many different options. And so many businesses are opening up the door for payment in Bitcoin. So it's really opening up the door to all the unbanked people in the world to actually start getting involved.
It's an amazing point you make, and obviously it's resonated with me. Obviously, being in Perth, being close, the closest part to Africa in Australia, we do get lots of South Africans, we get Kenyans, Tanzanians, Zimbabwe people. So, and a lot of them are actually my good friends. Okay, now the interesting thing is a lot of people I know in Perth, maybe the men of the family. Okay, they come here. They earn a really good living. They earn lots of money. What they need to do, though, is they got to support their family back in the local communities in Kenya and in Tanzania, okay? They got to send that money back. First of all, they get paid in Australian dollars, okay? It's got to be converted to their national currency. And then what's going to happen is there's fees on top of that. So
fees on top of fees on top of fees, B1. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And we thank the bank system for that. Thank you. So obviously, it's just and I forgot the wait time. They don't get it instantaneously. It could take 3 to 5 days for this whole process. Families might be stuck without money on the other side of this world, okay? And their husbands or maybe their wives are over here. They're working very, very hard, okay, to support their families. Now, this is the solution, Bitcoin, okay? Cryptocurrencies is the solution. Immediate transaction, limited, if anything, no fees, okay? Straight in to the pocket of their families back home. So that resonated with me, B2, because I've seen it firsthand in Perth. I've been to Kenya, I've been to Tanzania, I've been to those communities, and I understand what they're going through. And there's no solution, but now we have one.
Yeah, it's super exciting, B1. So thanks for that little addition. And yeah, more businesses are opening up to accepting Bitcoin. Funnily enough, I do another service. I do coaching on the side, and someone was coming to me. We had an interview. There was a payment of $450 and he said, I said PayPal. He said he hated PayPal. I said, okay. He said, what about Venmo? And I said, look, I've tried to set up Venmo, I couldn't. And he said, what about Bitcoin? This is a completely different service. This is life coaching, health coaching. He said, how about Bitcoin, out of the blue? And I said, sure. And he was like, cool. It was just like, yeah, okay. I think we were both expecting maybe the other person not to know because it's so early. Sent him my wallet address. Few minutes later, probably a few seconds after he sent it, Bitcoin in my wallet.
Yeah.
Same value as $450. So things are changing, things are opening up. I wouldn't have thought, a couple of years back, I wouldn't have thought I would accept Bitcoin instead of dollars. Very strange. So it's interesting. So this is about taking back the power. This is about reclaiming our power, face palming the banks and saying, no, this is my Bitcoin. I own this Bitcoin. If I wanted to send it to that person, I'm going to send it directly there within an instant with very little fees. They're going to receive it. It's just a straight transaction. It's beautiful. So if you don't like fees, if you don't like bills, if you don't like taxes, get into cryptocurrencies. The taxes are very unregulated at the moment. Down the track, they'll be onto that, I'm sure. But just start taking some power back. So that's about it. And one last thing, if you're jumping into the space now and you see Bitcoin's worth $5,500, I've heard a lot of people say, I don't have the money to spend $5,500 on a Bitcoin. You're missing the point, the concept. Bitcoin can be split up into thousands and thousands of small amounts. So it goes something like 10, 12 decimal places. So you can buy $3 of Bitcoin if you want, 50 cents of Bitcoin, 10 cents of Bitcoin, $100 of Bitcoin, just to get on the train, because the train's leaving. So we want everyone to jump on. And it's very interesting what's going to happen, because the shift of wealth is going to move away from the old paradigm, which is based in fear, based in control, and it's shifting into a new paradigm of expansion, excitement, enthusiasm, a little bit of risk, entrepreneurial. And the people who are based in fear, who are based in the old ways, they're going to look at Bitcoin and be like, nah, I don't understand it. It's too scary. And they're going to miss out. So it's simply a transference of wealth into entrepreneurial, younger, risk-taking generation almost. And that's exciting. So the world is going to shift. Yeah.
I'm excited. And obviously our title, a little bit controversial. It's a play on words, but as you can see by this beautiful face, we are all about equality, okay? We accept everyone, human beings and all.
Absolutely. And one last thing, a website that is actually run by African Americans purely, and I think it's the first in the cryptocurrency sphere. They're looking to get into wallets, exchanges. So if you want to support African Americans within this sphere, it's www.bitmari.com, bitmari.com. So it's exciting. Lots of different people getting involved, and everyone wants to be a part of the the train that's leaving the station in a few hours, I think, B1. It's all happening right here, right now.
I've packed my bags and my PJs, that's for sure.
Thank you, B1. Thank you, B2. Bitcoins in pajamas. See you for another episode. If you like what you hear, we're going to be coming out with lots more. Subscribe, like, share, get around the song, sing it to your friends, sing it to your family, sing it to yourself, and dream about your Bitcoins in pajamas.
Bitcoins.
In pajamas, I chase the jelly bears. 'Cause on Tuesday they all try to catch them on the way.